Hello Back Care class and welcome to the video for the second half of November. I hope you're all keeping safe and well. We're going to focus on shoulders this month in this video. Shoulders tend to be in a state of tension without us realising it a lot of the time. So we're going to focus on letting that go and putting our strength in the core instead. So let's do a posture check to start with. So come to standing with your feet hip width apart. Relax your feet on the floor. Share the weight evenly between the right and left. Begin to grow tall so you feel your spine lengthening up towards the ceiling. The top of your head is going up towards the ceiling, but at the same time your shoulders are nice and relaxed. So spine going up and shoulders going down. Think about your pelvis. Be careful not to push your hips forward in front of your shoulders or to tip your hips back behind your shoulders. Drop your pelvis directly underneath your shoulders for your back to be in the best position, the neutral spine position. And once you're here, we're going to start practicing our ribcage breathing. Let's put the hands on the front of the ribcage with the middle fingers just touching and start to breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth. In through the nose and out through the mouth. And when you take your breath in, feel your ribcage expand as it fills up with air. So it should be that your middle fingers slightly separate on the breath in and then they come back together again on the breath out. Easy in the shoulders. When you've got the hang of it, let your arms drop down, but keep using your ribcage breathing for now. And let's start to activate our abdominal core. So take your breath in as a preparation, and as you breathe out, you're going to pull your navel towards your spine a little bit, just enough to tighten your belt one notch. And what that will do is slightly tighten up the fibres of your corset of muscle, your transversus abdominis muscle. Let it go again when you breathe in. So breathing in and expanding the rib cage, breathing out and tightening in around the core. And just keep doing this. See if you can tighten your abdominal core without tightening anywhere else in the body. So keep your shoulders relaxed, your arms relaxed, your buttock muscles relaxed. Let's start to add the pelvic floor muscles to this as well. So as you exhale and draw in the tummy, you're also going to lift up underneath, like stopping yourself from going to the toilet. So adding those two muscle groups together gives you a feeling of zipping up your abdominals. So we take a breath in to get ready, and we breathe out to zip up. And let's do this a few more times. Finish the one you're doing now and then just move your feet a little bit. Let's now practice staying zipped up and breathing at the same time. Takes a little bit more practice this one, a little bit more focus. So let's have a posture check first. Take a breath in, breathe out to zip up the abdominals, and now see if you can stay zipped up while allowing your rib cage to still open and fall as you breathe. If you find that you're not zipped up at any point, just use your next breath out to zip back up again, returning that support for your lower back in your abdominals. Okay, finish the breath you're doing, loosen up, move about a little bit. Let's move on to a warm-up now. So find a nice tall posture. Let's loosen up our shoulders first of all. Drawing a few circles to get the blood flowing through the muscles in the shoulders and neck. All right, finish the one you're doing now, and then hunch your shoulders up to your ears and let them drop away, dropping all the tension out. Let's do that once more. Lift the shoulders, drop the tension away. All right, let's do a simple arm raise in front of you. Both arms going up with particular focus today on keeping the shoulders down. So we don't lift our shoulders as we lift our arms, we keep them down. Breathe in to get ready. Breathe out to zip up, float the arms up, and then just float them down again. Keeping a nice long space between your ears and your shoulders. And you can gradually increase the height of your arms here, but without lifting the shoulders. Keep your body nice and still. Try not to rock back on your heels as you're doing this. Use your core muscles to keep your body still. Zipping up as your arms float up and breathing in as they go back down. Last one now. And when you finish that one, give your arms a good shake and relax. Let's loosen up our necks now, so just take a posture check, drop any tension out of the shoulders and slowly turn your head to the right. Bring it back to centre gradually and take it round to the left. And a couple more turns here. Really let the shoulders go. And then we're going to gently nod the head down and up. Feeling heaviness in the arms and shoulders. Come back to the centre. Let's start to loosen up in the lumbar spine now. So we're going to relax our knees, put one hand on the tummy and one hand on the lower back, and we're just going to start rocking the pelvis like a swing, forwards and backwards. If it's uncomfortable, you don't have to do it, or you can make it a very small movement until your back feels it's loosened up a little bit. Keep your knees soft. All right, straighten up and take your legs a little bit wider with the toes pointing to the corners of your room. Bend your knees. Hands on the hips, and now we gently rock the pelvis from one side to the other. Loosening up in the lumbar spine. Just check your shoulders here. If they're a little bit lifted, drop them down. And let's move into a circular movement now. Drawing a circle with your tailbone. Let's go back the other way. Good. Come back to centre. Give your legs a little shake. We're going to do a little rotation of the spine now. We're going to do it as if we were holding a tray today, so in this position. In this position, drop your shoulders down. Take a breath in, breathe out to zip up, and without moving your hips, just turn your tray towards the right corner. Inhale to return to centre. Exhale and zip up, turn your tray and your head to the left corner. Inhale to return. Let's keep going. Don't worry about turning too far. I want you to concentrate instead on feeling your abdominal zip up and keeping your pelvis still. So your pelvis is facing directly forward and your shoulders, head and ribs are turning. Just check your shoulders haven't crept up, you've still got them dropped down away from your ears. Good, loosen that all up. Let's bend our knees and in a much more relaxed way, just have a little swing about from one side to the other. Okay, Bring yourself back to centre. Let's do a side bend now. So we're going to check up our posture first of all. Take a breath in, breathe out to zip up and just a little bend from the waist. And breathe in to return to centre. Same on the other side. Exhale, zip up and bend from the waist. Good. Keeping the shoulders nice and easy here. Up to a tall spine in between each one. And finish the one you're doing. Okay, one more for the shoulders. This is called stick up, so we're going to be doing it later lying on the mat. We're going to keep our shoulders down. That's the main thing we're going to think about here. So start with your arms lifted in front of you. And make sure that you haven't leant back. Keep your shoulders over your hips and drop your shoulders down. Breathe out and zip up to bend your elbows. So you're pulling your elbows out to the side. Then lift your hands. This is the stick up part. Rotate the arms back and reach them forward. Breathe out and zip up to start. Draw the elbows back. Lift the hands. Drop the hands and reach forward. Just twice more. Stay zipped up in this one so that you can keep your body nice and still. And really keep the shoulders as far away from your ears as you can. If it's not comfortable, you can go a little bit lower with the arms, having the elbows well below the shoulders if you prefer. That's fine. Let's just do one more if it's not too uncomfortable. And when you're done, give that a good shake out and relax, maybe loosen off the shoulders. So we'll be doing that one later, lying on our backs. And it's quite an effective way to stretch out tight shoulders when we get to that part. Let's do a roll down and up now. So I'm going to show you sideways on. Soften your knees before you start. Take a breath in, breathe out to zip up. Try to stay zipped up as we begin to relax, dropping the chin to the chest, letting the shoulders and arms hang forward. We have a rounded back here, and we're relaxing slowly down towards the floor. Going as low as you feel comfortable with, and when you get there, just relaxing. And then taking a breath in, breathing out to zip up, reaching the tailbone towards the floor and feeling yourself build up one vertebra at a time until you return to your standing position. Check your posture when you get there. Take a breath in, breathe out to zip up, soften your knees, and off we go again. Exhale, zip up to start your roll up. Have a little posture check between each one, softening the knees before you go. Let your head and your arms hang down like a rag doll. Last one coming up. Okay, when you've done your last one, just take a moment. Let's move on to doing a little bit of balance work now. So we'll start with a few simple rises onto the balls of the feet. So place the feet hip width apart. Take a posture check. Check that the shoulders aren't tense. Take a breath in. Breathe out to zip up and lift your heels. Breathe in to lower back down again. Let's do a few like this. Breathe out and zip up to rise. Breathe in to lower. help you. Exhale and zip up as you rise. Inhale as you lower. Let's do one more. Good. Give your legs a little shake. We're going to do a second set of those, and we're really going to focus on not tensing our shoulders when we do this. So this time, as you rise up, actively stretch your hands down towards the floor, like your fingers are trying to touch the floor, and that will pull your shoulders down and help a little bit with the balance. So find your tall posture first of all. Breathe in to get ready. Breathe out to zip up, and as you lift your heels, stretch your hands towards the floor. Inhale to lower. Let's do that a few more times. So tummy going up, hands reaching down, which brings the shoulders down. Good. Let's do a few more, and hopefully this feels a bit more stable now. Last one coming up. Good. Give your legs a little shake and relax. Let's do a bit of balance. We're going to balance in the tightrope position today, which means that you've got one foot in front of the other. Now, I want to say about this, you need to have your toes pointing forward to make it challenging enough. If you turn your feet out a little bit, it's not difficult to balance. So make sure that your toes are pointing forward. If you've recently had a hip replacement in the last year or so, rather than cross right over, go halfway between hip width and crossed over, so just about there rather than cross completely over. Okay, let's start with our right foot in front and our left foot behind. So, toes pointing forward. Zip up straight away, because you can feel, can't you, that it's a little bit wobbly in this position. I want you to put your hands by your side and glue them on, so we're not using our hands for balance, we're using our core instead. So equal weight on both feet, we have straight knees, we're zipped up, but we're breathing, and our shoulders are nice and easy. See if you can hold a few more seconds here. Good, give the legs a good shake. Let's change feet, so we've got the left foot in front this time, right foot behind, one foot in front of the other. Zipped up abdominals to help you find that point of balance. Good, give the legs a little shake. So we're going to do that again, but actually we're going to tightrope walk now. So we're going to go 2 steps forward, 2 steps back, crossing over as if we were in a tightrope position. So if we bring our right foot forward and put it in front of our left, zip up the tummy as you replace the front foot with the left foot. 2 steps forward, pick off the back foot, and then 2 steps back. Right foot goes back, left foot goes back. So I really want you to take your time with this. We're going to have to stay zipped up here. So keep zipping, keep breathing. Easy with the shoulders. Try not to use your arms for balance. Try and use your core. 2 steps forward, 2 steps back, crossing over as if you were on a tightrope. Well done, keep breathing, keep zipped up. Alright, complete the one you're doing, give your legs a little shake. Well done. Good one to practice while you're waiting for the kettle to boil. Let's do it on the other side. So our first step forward will be with our left foot this time. So nice and tall. Zipped up first of all, establish your core muscles. Left foot steps in front of right. Keep breathing. 2 steps forward, 2 steps back. If you lose your balance, don't worry, just have another go. Remind yourself that your core muscles need to be zipped up, that your shoulders want to be fairly relaxed, not taking the tension up in the shoulders. And breathing all the way through. Let's finish the one you're doing. Give your legs a good shake and relax. Good job, well done. Let's do some squats, starting with a plain set of parallel squats for strength. Parallel feet, hands behind the back, drop the shoulders away from the ears, take a breath in, breathe out to zip up, tilt the hips back, bend the knees into your squat, inhale to recover, straight into the next one. Good, and we're holding the neutral spine position here. So the shape of your back doesn't change, the whole thing hinges from the hips. But we don't go from neutral into a rounded back, we keep an elongated neutral spine position. Let's have a couple more. Good. Shake your legs out. Let's now take the feet a bit wider into a wide squat. So this is going to be useful when it comes to lifting. So if you use a wide squat as your lifting technique, that's going to help your back not to take the strain too much. So it's the same technique. Put your hands away for now. Breathe out and zip up. Bend at the hip, bend at the knee, and recover. So your knees should be in line with your toes. You can look down and check that to make sure they're pointing in exactly the same direction. We're still hinging at the hip. And we're still in neutral. Don't round your back, keep your shoulders down, your neck long. And bend at the hip. Imagine you're lowering yourself onto a chair and you'll get the right feeling. Couple more. Alright, well done. Give your legs a little shake. Time for a sip of water, I think, and then we'll meet again on the mats for our mat work section. See you in a moment.